Hello everyone, xHedra here bringing you episode 36 of Skybeast 2, a Modpack by Valdan. Well, in the last episode, we started working on the dragon egg problem, and let me just show you again. So right now you can see that there's 2 dragon bees in every single one of my hives, all of them making dragon egg block. And if I come back down here, let me just do a quick search on dragon. So look at this. Let's just search for dragon. So right now, we're finally at 2,700 egg. Not even a single singularity yet. That's the important thing you guys have to understand. This is not even one singularity yet. And we need 8 singularity just for the liquid, just for the infinite liquid tank. But as I work along, this is just going to start growing and growing and growing. And I'm probably going to need to put down more beehives. So I'm probably going to need to add another level up here just so I can have more dragon bee. But I'm also going to have to start weaning out some of my bees off. So what I've been doing in the time lapse is I figured out that if I put a ×2 upgrade and 2 ×4 upgrade and a ×8 upgrade and a ×32 upgrade, I can get 25.6k blocks of anything, okay? And if I start my calculator, 25,600 block divided by 3,000 is 8 singularity. Well, it's 8.5 singularity, but I can always take out the blocks, the extra blocks that I don't need, just like I'm doing here with the bone block because I'm done with the bone singularity. And with that setup, I know now that I can make my 8 gold, 8 iron, 8 redstone, 8 lapis lazuli block, and then 8 of each of those and those. And see, these ones are still not full, and I haven't started filling those. So in the time lapse, I'm going to be taking these, like basically I'm going to just pop this off, and then I'm going to come here like this, and then I'm going to set the extract. So let's do one. Let's just do one. So I'll come right over here and I'll grab these 5 pullers. I need only 4, and I'll go like this. Perfect. And then I'll split those off. Great. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Okay. So this one, I'm going to whitelist gold. This one, I'm going to whitelist iron. Oh, whitelist. This one, I'm going to whitelist redstone. And this one, I'm going to whitelist lapis lazuli. Oh god, I hate that name. I don't know why it didn't stay lapis lazuli. Let's do this. And we're now making gold singularity. And let's do this. And we're now making iron singularity. And again, let's do this. Redstone singularity. And let's do this. And we'll be making lapis lazuli singularity. So we're now making all of the singularities that we need. Okay. So I'm just going to let that run through. And as this run through, I'll be getting my 8 singularities of each. And at the end, I'm going to have about 1,000 block or 2,000 block in the quantum compressor that cannot be completed. I'll just click eject and I'll remove the puller and I'll just insert them back in that drawer and bring that back over there for the next time we need it. I'm just going to be going along like this. And as I bring the next one, well, with the next one, I'm going to say that I'm going to set that this one is going, I'm always going to set this one to the first one here, this one to the second one here, this one to the third one here, and this one to the fourth one here. So that when I need to make 8 more of these, I'll just bring it back the same drawers and make the next 8 and just so on and so on and so on. And since these have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 white lists, I'll be able to have 9, 18, 27, 36 singularities, and I'll continue inserting them here. I'm also going to add a controller drawer here so that I can lock all of these and make sure that I keep in the right place all of the singularities. And I'm just going to be able to start producing those like that. So for redstone and lapis blobly, oh god, I hate that name, lapis. I'm gonna call it lapis from now on. I'm just that I need from the bees. The liquids I'm going to be able to get from the infinite liquid tank, and that's probably what I'm going to do. Like I'm going to prepare an infinite setup for liquid into tanks, and I'm just going to be making a massive amount of block that way. But that setup, until we've got the tank, we can't really be working on it. Already 2 of each. This is looking good. Okay, so this is taken care of. And then I'm probably going to be able to start taking out some of the bees. Every singularity that I have 56 of, I'm going to retire the bees because this is like causing some lags, and as many bees as I can remove, the best this is. I just wanted to check something quickly. Okay, so these awakened draconium block are not being processed fast enough. Oh. Do they need anything special? No, they do not need anything special. Oh, it's the same thing for draconium. Okay, so I'm producing those way too fast, which means at some point I'm going to have to reconfigure these drawer like these to receive more items. Like what I did in the meantime is I started doubling, like when I see one being empty, like these are not empty. See, I put the draconium in this. I added the draconium here because it was not processing nether quartz or gold, because those were already taken care of. So I am trying to add more centrifuges to my process. Then let's just do a little recap here. We've got these smelting, chorus fruit. Why are you not in share mode? On. Okay, perfect. On. Want to make sure they're all on. Great. So these are just receiving as fast as possible and bringing back downstairs. And I have this set for both sides. This side is doing what? This is elite enriching. This is supposed to be ancient. Wow. Am I out of Horus? Yeah. And I'm almost at 141,000. So, oh. Sorry, let me just recheck that. I think my chorus is finished, to be honest. Like, yeah, my chorus is finished. So I'm going to have to stop the chorus processing and just do the next step. The one thing that I find bizarre is that it's not filling all of them as fast as they should be doing. Eh, it is. It's sending because it's doing like round robin. Anyway, what about ancient block? Wow. Okay, yeah, we are... yeah, we're just processing those. Like we went through this setup, made us go through so quickly through everything that we're kind of good now. Okay, so this is an example. I think I already have all my Blizz Singularity, all my Basalt Singularity, and all my Wither Skeleton Singularity. So I do need to stop these bees. There is no point producing more of those. Okay, so if I go here and I say Lapis, see, I have 26,000 block, which is another 8 Singularity. It's about 25k per 8 Singularity. So we're nowhere close for these. Like that's the next step that I was working on. I'm gonna retire those to my bag right now, just because I don't like that's not what I'm going to be doing today. All of this, but like we're in a very good position. And as for here, we're just like making block of bitumen like crazy still. So that is going to let us, if I have 25,000, I don't think I have 25,000. I think that the stack limit, oh, no, the stack limit is infinite. Oh, this is going to give me 4,000. So I don't even have one singularity of that also. So that's another blocking. Like I need the 8 eggs, dragon egg singularity, and I'm going to need the 8 bitumen. So this I'm probably going to need to make bigger. Let me just check. What's my bitumen situation? Oh, 331k. So yeah, I'm probably going to have to make this a lot bigger. These are staying pretty full still, so it's not that bad. Let me just come and sleep. Whew. And the reason also that I'm doing this right here this way is that this is going to let me see which one are a problem, because every single one that's metal, like these metal, I don't care, because worst case scenario, I'll use the infinite tank to just make as much as possible. But here, like the blaze mesh is something that, and rubber, those are two things that I need the bees for absolutely. And same for the prismarine, and same for, what is this right here? The niter. So like I said, everything that cannot go into the infinite liquid tank, I'm just going to process them as soon as possible so that I figure out what's missing. Okay, that being said, time for Pneumaticraft. So what I'd like to do today, like I've told you guys, is I want to start cleaning up some quests. So Pneumaticraft, let's come right here and let's look at, we can go whichever direction we want. We have so much power that I think I want to go with a flux compressor, although I have all of these compressor to make. So let's just press A on this and A on this, A on this. I just want to bookmark kind of everything I want to craft. Security upgrade. Let's press A on this. This is a charging station. Vortex tube, that's kind of important for heat management. We've got the pressure chamber. This is the refinery controller, and refinery output. Those are definitely important. And thermopneumatic. So you know what? For now, let's go in that direction. Let's get started with that. Okay. Let's start with the refinery controller. We're going to need a small fluid tank. Perfect. And then we can make the refinery controller. Nope, we can't, because we still need some of these. Reinforced stone. And let's make a couple of reinforced slabs. So that's going to be a refinery controller. And I want 4 refinery output. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. That's great. Okay, so now right here, we've got the refinery done. And let's also make the thermopneumatic something. I'm going to remove this and this. We're going to need 2 tank. 1 and 2. Oh, okay. So we're going to need a bit more iron bars. This. Then we can make another tank like this. You know what? I'm going to make 1 for 2, 3. I'm going to make an extra 4. Perfect. So let's grab this. I'm going to need a little bit of these slabs again, and some more pressure tubes. Then I should be able to make that thermopneumatic processing plant. That is great. Perfect. So that's another quest item done. Can I make the vortex tube? Yes, I can. So let's do this for another quest. Can I make the charging station? Like I'm just quickly going to make whatever I can so that it's taken care of. I'm going to grab some clay and bring them into the smelting factory, which is going to give me what I need for the charging station that I'm probably not going to use at all. Can I make some security upgrade? No, I'm going to need to make... This is... Okay, so this is one of those things that I don't really need to automate, but it's annoying. So because it's annoying, I'm going to automate it. So I'm going to say, give me this. And then, do I have levers as a recipe? Yes, perfect. So technically, if I come over here and I put this in any single place, I should be able to make a security something. So security, nope. Sorry, I should be able to make a I control click, but it doesn't seem to have worked. So let's go. I want 2 levers. And a pressure gauge. So gauge, give me one of those. And that's going to be a safety tube module. And you know what? That's what I should have done. I'm also going to make the safety tube module like something that's a recipe to craft it so that I can make those easier, because the security upgrade, if I'm not 100% sure of what I'm saying, I think the security upgrade is something that prevents things from blowing up if there's more pressure. Safety tube module. Okay, so I'm also going to make a recipe for pressure tube like this. Great. So let's go back here and put that in another, right, like so. And I should be able to order another pressure. So pressure safety tube module. Yeah, right here. So now we have a second one of this, and we have 3 of those. So I should be able to make 1 security upgrade right now, which is another quest. So let's read those. Safety tube module. It doesn't say what it is. And then security upgrade, there's also no description. Oh boy. Okay, so with the refinery, let's look at the refinery controller. So if I look at the refinery controller is used to process a fluid into different fluid. By default, oil is processed into diesel, kerosene, gasoline, and LPG, liquefied petroleum gas. Okay, so this requires temperatures, and I'm pretty sure it does require also pressure. Not 100% sure, but pretty sure. So let me just grab some bricks. Perfect. And then I'm going to want to grab some. I just want to go check. Is this the crude oil that will work in the refinery? Crude oil. Yes, perfect. No, it's a good thing I didn't void all of it. I'm going to go like this and just going to, oh my God. Set up a little platform right above here so I can start making more setup for Pneumaticraft. Like, this is going to be the second level where we're going to do a couple of things with Pneumaticraft. I'm going to set the refinery. Oh, no, that's a refinery output. I'm going to set a refinery controller right here, and then we're going to refinery output like this. Oh, perfect. And then we're going to need to put, okay, so this is super important. First, we're going to need to bring it some pressure, I believe. Oh no, this doesn't need pressure. What this needs then is heat. So this needs to be warmed up. Perfect. So I'm going to change my setup just a little bit. And I'm going to pressure tube up to here. And then we're going to put the vortex tube like so. Nope. This, perfect. So heat goes here. So now I'll be able to take my refinery controller. Nope, not my thermal processing plant. My refinery controller. You know what? I'm going to try something that I haven't tried, but that I've learned about recently. So if I go in at Pneumaticraft, there should be some thermal cable. Thermal lagging. Yeah, so I'm going to need some of this for sure. And heat pipe, that's what I want. So those are going to be some heat pipe. Great. What else can I make with thermal lagging? Nothing. Great. So now I'm going to come right here and I'm going to put a heat pipe like this into my refinery controller. So technically, okay, so pressure is going to come into the vortex too. Let's do that already. And yeah, there's still things to be started. So, don't lose all my pressure. Okay, that was lame. Let's put the safety tube. So we're going to put the safety tube right here. And now we can check the pressure. So, what's the pressure coming up here? So pressure's coming up here, and look at this. 195 degrees is being generated. And how many degrees is coming into that? 204, which is great. So now we just need to put some fluid in here. So I'm going to go and I'm going to make another Singularity tank. No, a jumbo tank. Yeah, give me another one of those. Perfect. So then I can come right here and replace this. I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put that one, and this next one is going to be filling, and this I'm going to put like this. And I got some liquid pipe. I should have some liquid pipe. Where are they? Right here. Fluid pipe, sorry. And I should have a wrench. So I should be able to just start putting some this. Oh, before we do anything else, okay, you need to make sure that your refinery output are in, because if your refinery output are not in, it won't be able. So the first product that is made is going to go here, the second here, the third here, and the fourth here. So if I look at the recipe, if I have only one, it's going to give me diesel. If I have two, if I have, no, so one's not enough. So if I have two, I'm going to get diesel and LPG. If I have three, I'm going to get diesel, kerosene, and LPG. And if I have four, I'm going to get diesel, kerosene, gasoline, and LPG. But we need the crude oil. I don't want to put the crude oil in it yet because I want to look at a couple of problems. It says problem 1, no input fluid. Pump fluid into the refinery. Problem 2, poorly insulated. 17 of 20 blocks face are exposed to the air. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some pipes like this. Okay. And we're going to put some fluid tank right here, so that we have a place to accept the fluid. We could leave the fluid in the machine, but I want to extract them so I can use them. So now if I come here, I now have 13 block face that are exposed to the air. Okay, so this is where you use the thermal lagging. So 1 here, and then we should be down to 12. Oh, still 13. Oh, I think it's only those. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So now 9 left. Let's just add all of those. And then we should be down to only 1. Yes, and that one is the top one right here, I believe. The front of the machine doesn't seem to need any, if I remember well. Perfect. So now it's saying everything is perfect. So let's just come over here and start piping crude oil into this machine, this refinery controller, and it's going to start making diesel, kerosene, gasoline, and LPG. Let's just go sleep because I would prefer not being night. And then we're going to just transfer these to their respective tanks. So if I come back right here and I look into this, now producing, it's a bit slow. But required temperature above 100. Not enough heat. Okay, so now this is the problem. This is like generating some, it's not cooling anything. So what we're going to do is, it's not generating enough. Oh, there's not enough pressure. Okay, so if I do this and this will be generating pressure. So the pressure in here will start going up. And as the pressure start going up, this is going to get warm and colder. So for now, let's just say, let's start extracting these liquid like this. And we have some LPG, some gasoline, some kerosene, and some diesel. So this is well started. Let's go back to the quest line. This is set up. This is set up. We also use the vortex tube, and we should be able to start progressing toward the next step. So plastic sheet. To make plastic sheet, we're going to need some bricks, or no, we're going to need some cooling of molten plastic. Okay, so molten plastic. I just want to, like, what are these bricks? No, they're all bricks, so it doesn't really matter, and they're all made of plastic. So that's not the way to make plastic. Just wanted to see if there was an alternate recipe. What we're going to need is a heat frame like this, okay? And we're going to need some liquid plastic, which is what I should have looked at first. So if I have liquid plastic, molten plastic, it's made in a thermopneumatic processor with charcoal or coal and with LPG or biodiesel. So we're making LPG. No, we're not making we are definitely making LPG. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a thermopneumatic, and let me just check the recipe on this to be sure. LPG and coal together can also produce. It can also be used in fuel cracking. Heavy fuels can be cracked into lighter one. Yeah, I don't care about that. So basically, you can transform things. Like I can transform diesel into lubricant. You don't really need lubricant right now. I could transform these into ethanol. I can transform gasoline into more LPG. I can transform... what are the other ones that I can make? That's the biodiesel, if I had any. The kerosene can be made into gasoline. And then the... Let me just finish understanding. So diesel can be made into kerosene. And kerosene can be made from diesel. Kerosene can be transformed into gasoline. And gasoline can be transformed into LPG. So I can crack all of these liquid into LPG. This is going to require heat. So I'm going to come right over here, and I'm going to tag this right here so that it's now getting, oh, this one also needs pressure. So that's good. I'm getting and pressure and heat. Although now I'm not producing enough heat, but that's because of my pressure. I'm going to need to make a better pressure provider soon. Now, let's grab a bucket. Perfect. And let's grab some charcoal or coal. Yeah, coal is the thing that I have an amazing amount of. So I'll put that right there. And do I have... No, I don't have enough LPG for a bucket yet. So I'm going to have to wait for this to produce more. And right now, the biggest problem for this is that it doesn't have enough heat. And it's probably because now it's sharing the heat between the two, and there's not enough pressure. And it says 3 of 6 blocks exposed to air. So if I do this, this, and this... Oh. How do I take this off? Well, you're going to stay there because apparently I don't know how to remove you. Great. So now nothing is a problem. Pressure's going up, but the heat is still a bit of a problem. Is there? Yeah. So this is sucking a lot of heat. I'm going to need to provide more pressure for sure. So since we're going to need to provide more pressure, let's come over here and let's look at what we can do. Let's grab the heat frame. Great. And let's craft a barrel. Like I'm preparing for the plastic. So this is how it's going to work. I'm going to go and put a barrel right here. And I'm going to grab the heat frame. I'm going to put it on top of it. And now this is cooling the whole system. And as this is cooling, you see, it can send more and more cool there. So it can generate, because the generation of heat versus cold is something that needs to be able to balance. Like you can't produce too much heat if you don't have enough place to send cold. And see, that's now down to minus 244. Like this is just doing really great right now. Okay, let's go back right here, which means I can now remove that. And security upgrade also. You know what? Old shift. It says can be used, but it doesn't tell me what for, but I'm pretty sure I know. So this I could build. No, I don't have advanced pressure tube. How do I make advanced pressure tube? In the controller. So that's not something we're going to do soon. I think I can do this one. Can I do the advanced air compressor? No, because I don't have those tube. And can I make the flux compressor? No, because I don't have the printed circuit or the advanced air tube. Like I'm missing too many things. So let's go for a liquid compressor. So I'm going to make another small fluid tank. And I'm going to make another air compressor. Oh. Right here. I need more of you. So now I should be able to make the air compressor like this. Perfect. And I should now be able to make the liquid compressor like this. Great. Okay, so that liquid compressor. I'm going to put it here for now. Okay, and now it needs a liquid. So I want to try two different liquid. Let's go right here, grab this one and another bucket. Perfect. So I'm going to try out crude oil and I'm going to try out lava. Come over here and make lava. That being said, this is stopped again. And I completely forgot to restart it. Just clear out this lava first. So this is the overflow, if you guys remember. When there's no more place to put the lava, it just starts making these fluid container of lava. And each one of those are a bucket of lava. Just going to clean that up. That is literally something that I should be doing in a time lapse though. Okay, so now we're having our lava generation is restarted in case it's better for the fluid to use lava. So I'm going to try it first with the fuel. So if I put the crude oil in it and I come here, this is generating 2.5 milliliter per tick. And the pressure is just going up. And this is burning the crude oil. And it's burning, I'd say, is there information? Open the available fuel tab. This tab is ordered from best to worst fuel. How do I open the various fuel? Generate. You see every possible fuel. Open the available fuel tab. Oh, right here. Okay, so liquid ethylene would do 1800. LPG would do 1800. Okay, I don't want to use any of those. So crude oil would make 200. What are these? These are really bad. Okay, so I don't want to use any of those. But there's not even like, I'm not finding lava. So let's just go quickly through. Unless these are like 38,000 and like it's very much. Oh, lava. So lava would be like 40 milliliter. And crude oil is like 200. And it says 0.25. Tree oil would be 400. Ethanol would be 400. So technically, biodiesel would be so much better also. I'm not going to use the kerosene, gasoline, or refined fuel. These are all for LPG. And LPG would be really great. So at least it's making 2.50, but not really good. You know what? I'm not quite sure that the lava is not better. So once this is done, I'm going to put some lava in it. What is the pressure like? So the pressure is not going up all that much. And still not heating this up. Like the fact that we're not getting to 3 or 4 bar of pressure is not helping. If I'm quite sure that's not helping. So I still can't make my first plastic, which is kind of... And this is... yeah, not getting enough heat. I really need to just give it more heat, which means I need more pressure. And so this is generating 2.5. And if I go down here, how much is this generating? 10. Oh, yeah, okay. So this whole fluid compressor is bullcrap compared to this. Unless, let's just go and sleep. And I'm going to make a couple of speed upgrade because it's not burning the crude oil super fast. So maybe with the speed upgrade, I can get something that's interesting. So right here, speed upgrades. Oh, I need lubricant, which I don't have yet. Yeah, so that's not going to happen anytime soon. And glycerol, I'm not going to look into making that at all. I just want to search biodiesel. So biodiesel might be interesting because it might be easy to make. Oh, well, not really, because you need ethanol and vegetable oil to make that. But it does create glycerol, but it uses pressure. Ethanol I can get from yeast culture. Yeah, and yeast culture is mushroom. Okay, so I'm not going down that route. I'm not taking that time. It's too much an involved process for me. So we're just going to slowly wait on this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build some more air compressors. So air compressors, we've made the liquid compressor. So I'm going to A this and I'm going to remove that one. Oh. You put this one in instead. Okay, so that was more complicated. So I need more of these reinforced brick. Great. And I'm going to need more of these furnace. I'm going to need way more than these reinforced bricks. So I need more reinforced stone. So let's make some more like this. And 2 bricks like this. Should be able to make 2 more air compressor now. Nope. Need more air tube. And now I should be able to make more air compressors. Perfect. So these 2. And I'm now going to need some coal. Where's the coal? Where's the coal? 1 and 2 sets. So I think that's going to be better for my pressure. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one on top like this. And this one on top like this. And these are set to high signal. So I'm going to set those to high signal and high signal. So I can also shut them out from the same. And then all I need to do is put a pressure tube like this. And I'm going to take... oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to put this pressure tube right... oh, God, please stop. I forgot that shift. I'm losing all my pressure. That was not good. Okay, so what I was trying to do... you're going to stay there forever. I don't care. Let's put the pressure valve right here. Great. That was way harder than it should have been. And then I can start this one. And then I can start this one. And these are producing 10, 10, 10, and 10. You know what? Let's grab some more coal because this is going to empty pretty soon. Like right now, we're using the pressure. So I'm not that concerned that it's going to explode. My biggest concern is, will the pressure go up? It is going up. So pressure going up is a good thing because then we can start getting some temperature. But do you see how low the temperature? Temperature went down to 86. Why did it go down to 86? Because we don't have enough pressure. The way the vortex tube works is that it needs a certain amount of pressure to produce temperature. And this is not something that I can put... oh, okay. I thought I could put some upgrades in there. Do I now have the 1 bucket of LPG? Nope, still not. And this is not working super well because it doesn't have enough temperature. It's sharing the temperature with this one, but that might be problematic. Like it's not really using it. Okay, so we're above 100. Is this above 100? It's at 99. Come on. More pressure is building. So hopefully more heat will be building. See this heat pipe. Now I wonder if this heat pipe is losing a lot of temperature. So temperature is still 100 and 99. 722, 724. Okay, so it is producing a little bit. This is probably one. Oh, I can't put any upgrade in that anyway. Okay, so let's forget that. That's not something that's going to happen right now. And the pressure's coming up, and as the pressure's coming up, the temperature seems to be coming up. This is at 102, but it's still 99 right there. What I believe is happening is that it's really going up to 100, but it produces and lower. We're just going to let the pressure continue building for now. Still burning the crude oil. And let's look at what else. So we can't make the plastic sheet right now, but we can start getting work on the etching bucket. For the etching bucket, we're going to need 2 spider eye, 2 rotten flesh, 2 gunpowder. Spider eye. 1, 2. 2 rotten flesh. 1, 2. And I already forgot. So the rest is 2 gunpowder and a bucket of molten plastic. Oh, I hate you. Okay, so 2 gunpowder. 1, 2. So now I still need that bucket of LPG. So this is still burning. How's the pressure? The pressure is at 2.6, which is making 100. Oh, and now it's 101. No problems having heat. And yeah, now it's, look at this. It's producing much faster. So now the pressure is looking good and it's still building up. Like I want the pressure to be positive. And the LPG tank is going to be ready pretty soon. So once we're going to be able to make that, we're going to be able to start. We're going to need to craft the etching tank. Okay, which is, it's already doable, but it's locked. Empty PCBs are going to be made in the pressure chamber with plastic. So until I get my plastic, this is not happening. And the etching, the UV light box is something that I can start. Nope, I can't really start making because I need the PCB blueprint, and that's going to require the Amazon tablet. And so let's just look at what I need to make the Amazon tablet. The Amazon tablet requires 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sheet of plastic. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 sheets of plastic. Yeah, 7 sheets of plastic. So the LPG, oh, we finally have enough. Put it in there. And now I'm interesting. Oh, okay. So it's 100 per O. Oh yeah. Okay, that's not so bad then. I got worried for a moment that this was going to be problematic. Let's just come over here, and we need some small, can't craft from here. It's not a crafting thing. So let's come right here, and we're going to make a couple of these tanks. So I want one. The reason I want one is that's what I'm going to use to grab my molten plastic. Okay, so I'm going to grab 1 bucket of molten plastic, and I'm going to grab a small fluid tank of plastic. Okay, so I've got 9 buckets right here. If I come in here now, this is a cold barrel, and I place a small fluid tank. Look at that. It's using the cold and generating more heat, which means this is now working faster. Like everything is just like getting better now because I'm using the cold, and I just made, wait a minute. Is it making 2 per? Listen, I'm going to take this as a win. This is a lot more plastic thing that I was hoping to get. Okay, so now let's come in here and let's make the etching acid bucket. It should put all of this in here. one. Let's go. Put the other two things. And the pressure is still going up. So this is really great. Hello. Okay. So now it has the two spider eyes. And now it should get the two rotten flesh. And finally the two gunpowder. Come on, come on, come on. And that should give us a hatching acid bucket, which got imported into our system. Yep, let's grab that. And voila, quest done. Okay, so what's the next quest? The next quest, we want to make some empty PCB. So for the empty PCB, I need 1 plastic sheet, 3 gold nuggets, and 2 redstone torch. These get turned into these, and the unassembled PCB is going to be printed circuit, and printed circuit is, I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, nope. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm going to need an 11. And the advanced PCB, how much? No, I don't need that. So 11, which means I need it. Oh, I need at least 11, right? So it means that, let me just start from there. If these are crafted 3 at a time, I need 12. So I need 4 crafts. So I need 4 plastic. I need 12 gold nuggets and 8 redstone torch. Redstone torch, give me 8. Perfect. Gold nugget, give me 12. And the plastic. Perfect. So just to be sure, the recipe is, yeah. So 12, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are all going to get inserted. Oh, look at the pressure. 3.8. What's the temperature right here? This is going well. Do I have another bucket of LPG? No, not yet, but soon. You see that this is going kind of fast. And this is still using crude oil. I don't like the fact that it's not producing a lot, but it's stable production, so I'm just going to live with that. That's going to be fine. Oh, I think they're finished. So now I need to come over here and say PCB. Let's grab these 12 PCB. And that should unlock the UV light box. Okay, so the UV light box we can't make right now, okay? So this machine exposes empty PCB to UV light, making them ready for processing in an etching tank. The longer you expose a PCB, the better the chance that the PCB will be successfully etched. But note that also that progress becomes slower as the process continues. You can configure a threshold at which PCB are considered complete. You could set this low to process items quickly, accepting the chance of failed. Nope. I don't want to accept the chance of failure. So for that, I absolutely need the blueprint, which means I absolutely need the Amazon tablet. But oh, I do have enough plastic for the Amazon tablet. So let's come right over here and let's make a GPS tool. Redstone torch, make 1. This, perfect. Then we need to make a air canister. This, and then we should be able to make this Amazon tablet. Oh, okay. So remember I said I don't want to use a charging station? Well, it's not a choice. You don't really have a choice. I'm going to put that right over here. Not a great place, but it doesn't matter. I just want to have it somewhere so I can put the Amazon tablet so it can recharge with some pressure. And to be honest, I would prefer not doing that because I don't want to burn my pressure, but I need just a little bit of pressure to be able to buy my item. That should be enough. Now I have the Amazon tablet. Let's come right here and we're going to put this down right here. You need to right click the Amazon tablet on it to tell it from where to negotiate with. And this is where we're going to buy our stuff. So we can sell LPG or kerosene. We can buy the drill and laser or just the drill. So I'm going to need 14. I'm going to need to buy that. And what else? I can buy crude oil. I don't want to. I'm not interested. Don't want to sell these things. What else can I get? Oh, so I need this for 8. Can get all of these beautiful yet useless things. Oh, I can buy air canister. That's kind of, well, it's useless. Like air canister are not that problematic. So I'm going to come right here and say emerald. I'm going to grab a stack of emerald that I'm going to put in here. So now I can come over here and I can say, I want a program assembly drill and laser for when I make that machine. And I want a PCB blueprint. Perfect. I don't know why there's another one. Oh, it's gone. So place order. So now you're going to see like a drone come from somewhere and it's going to take my emeralds. Oh, he appeared and disappeared. I guess. Okay, so he took my emeralds. Just watch. I want to see if we can catch him. And he appeared and deposited the things that I needed. Perfect. So now let's come over here. And we should be able to craft the UV light box. Yeah, we're going to need 3 redstone lamp first. 1, 2, 3. That should be good. And give me this right here. Okay. And let's go and sleep. And we're going to be able to start UV light boxing these PCB. Okay. So I think that's another thing that I need to also connect to pressure. Let's come right here and grab the light box like this. And let's, oh, I can only put one at a time. Okay. So now using the pressure and using sunlight, I guess. Okay. It's slowly etching. See, 12%, 13%. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab another barrel right here. And I'm going to grab a hopper right here. And I'm going to put this hopper like this. Put these in. Perfect. And I'm going to put this barrel right here with a item pipe. And set that to extract. And once this is fully exposed, so I could say set the threshold to 80%. What that would do is that once this is at 80%, it would put it in the second slot and it would be extracted. Right now, I just want these things to work. So we're not going to be able to do Pneumaticraft in one episode because we really need more of these things. If I go here at etching tank, yeah, we can craft the etching tank. So let's come over here and craft the, this is done. Oh, this is done. We need the etching tank, which means we need some of these. Yes. Which means we need some of these. Oh. Means we need some more of these. This. Can I make this now? Wait, what? What did I do with the slab? How do I make these? Oh, like this? Is this going to work now? Yes, perfect. So etching tank, I'm not sure. It needs temperature. Oh, okay. Sorry. No, it doesn't. It needs some etching acid. Okay. Heat can be, so we can put some heat to make it go faster, but then you're going to burn your etching acid faster if you do that. So what I'm going to do is grab this, bring it over here, and we're going to put that right here and put the bucket of etching acid in it. And now we need another item pipe. I don't need the bucket in between, the barrel in between, but that's how I made it for now. So it's going to have to be fine. And as you can see, 64%. Now it's going a bit slower. That's what they were saying. The faster you get, the slower these get. So technically it's going to get in there. And then once it's in there, it's going to get into the etching tank. And it's going to get etched. And it's going to say, see, at this temperature, 150 seconds. If I come over here and look at this, so an empty PCB is going to become an unassembled or a failed PCB. Failed PCB needs to be cooked and restarted. So hopefully, since I'm waiting for 100%, that should not be a problem. Okay, so now the next step that we're going to need to do. I think that we have enough for another bucket. Oh, yeah. So grab this. And this. And we can come grab my small fluid tank. And look at this. So this is being processed. And look at this. 4 bucket. And look at this nice 140-degree temperature, which means this is just processing as fast as it can with this temperature. Like, this is really a great setup. Putting the cooling on the other side, because this needs to get really cool. It helps this gets really hot. So I'm just going to wait for this to finish. Well, no, because this is going to be full. So this is full. Let's grab all of it. I'm going to wait for it to finish. There's 3 more process, 2 more process, 1 more process, and 0 more process, which means molten plastic wise, I'm going to now have how many buckets? 20 buckets. And if I put that in there, see some 2, oh, just 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. So sometimes it gives 2, sometimes it gives only 1, but this plastic production is kind of going well-ish. Voila. So 28 more plastic. And look at this. The temperature went down, so this went up, which is great. Okay, so this is working. Really? Already? Thank you. Do this. And let's come over here. And we're going to need more plastic for sure. So there is really no problem into doing more of this. Oh, it wants me to get 1 of each. Great, of course. So let's come like this. And we want this one, the drill. And this one, the laser. Place order. We're going to wait for this to come in. This is going to complete that quest. So we're going to be done with all of this. And now what we need to do is get some unassembled PCB. Okay, let's come over here and let's see. This still has not finished my first one. And you know what? These are not expensive. Well, they're not expensive enough for me to care. Order 2 more of these. I'm going to make some more UV light box just so that I can process a couple of things faster. I'm going to come right here and you know what? No, these I'm just going to throw in the system. I'm not going to use those. And this I'm going to use right here. What's the coal situation in these? Great. So let's just do this. And this. I don't think we can get overloaded on pressure right now because we have so many things that is using the pressure. So let's grab this. Let's come right over here and let's look at UV light box. So I don't need the etching tank anymore. I've done the air compressor. Okay, so UV light box like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then like this. Pressure tube. Do 2 set. And another. Perfect. Although doing this will grab more of my pressure. And 1 here. And 1 here. Okay, perfect. And then let's grab those two. So now I can put one in here and one in here. Okay, so I'm not extracting from all of these, but I'll do that in the time lapse. Because like what we're going to do is we're going to finish Pneumaticraft, but in the next episode. I'm just waiting for this one to come out so I can hatch it, so I can complete that part of the quest. So that's going to give me an unassembled PCB. And once we have this laser system, we won't need to expose and etch and everything. We're just going to be able to take something with nothing done and just make an unassembled PCB. Now, the unassembled PCB to become printed circuit needs capacitor and transistor. Capacitors are made with plastic, slime, and gold nugget. Okay, so let's, you know what? Let's favorite those. So this and these. Okay, so they're both the same. They both need 3 gold nugget, but, oh, sorry. Yeah, no, so this one is 2 gold nugget. This one is 3. This one is with redstone. This one is with slime. So what we're going to do right now is come back over here, grab all of this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to split my plastic in 2. I'm going to need plastic for other things, though. So I'm going to need 3 plastic there. 3. Oh, I'm okay. I'm gonna need so much plastic. What I was saying makes no sense. You can forget what I was saying. But what I was trying to say is I'm going to keep just enough plastic to do the things that I want to craft and use the rest of the plastic to make as many of these transistors as possible. So in the end, oh, what's going on? They're not a piece. Yeah, there's a PCB in here. There's one in here and there's one in here. Perfect. So I just didn't put that one back. Okay. And oh, by the way, we now have one etching. See, this one is 100%, the etching process. So the etch success chance is 100%. So it cannot miss. So that's going to give us our first unassembled PCB. But if I press A on that, so these need 2 of each. So that's going to make 11 and 11. So, okay, that's fine. So we're going to come over here and I'm going to need double. So if I come here and I say gold nugget, I'm going to go like this. So this needs 3 times 22. So 22, 44, 66. 4, 5, 66. This is going to need 44. Perfect. So this is 3 and redstone. So here I'm going to need 22 redstone. Like that. Okay, so just to be sure, that's the one that's 3. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and I'm just going to say, put you, then you, and you. Great. So this is going to come in and start making these processor. While I'm waiting for these, what's the other one? This one is slime. So now I need 22 slime right here. Great. Okay, so let's come back over here and look at what the pressure is doing. So the plastic is in. Now it's going to be inserting the redstone. Great. Now it's going to be inserting the gold nuggets. Don't know how good what I'm doing is, because the more items you put, yeah, let's do this. So the reason I'm splitting it is that the more item there is in, the more problematic the insert is, like the more pressure it takes. See, the pressure went really low. If I look at this, there's no more. So now I need to put the rest. And if I look in here, I should now have some Capacitor or resistor? Capacitor, resistor. Okay, what are those names? Zistor, Sitor, ITOR. Oh no, I can't do this. Okay, capacitor. Don't have a single one yet. Then the other one is transistor. I have 22. So we've made all of the transistor that we were supposed to make. Means this is finished. Yes. So now we can input this, this, and this. This is using a lot of my pressure though. Well, this is not ideal, but for now it is what it is. No, I can't even get a bucket of this. I come over here. I grab all of this molten plastic and put it in there. Get some more plastic sheet. And I think this is no longer working because there's no light. Let's go sleep. And come back over here. Yes, we have an unassembled PCB. Perfect. This is still being inserted. What's the status on that? Now it's trying to put the gold nugget, which this is what's killing the pressure, by the way. Like inserting that, see, not enough pressure. Need more pressure in the pressure chamber to be able to insert. I don't know how much pressure is required. See here, the upgrade. An interface in export mode with a dispenser upgrade will eject item into the world if there is no inventory to push them. So I don't want that. Speed upgrade. The pressure doors of the interface will open close faster, meaning item can be transferred in or out more quickly. So I think that if we use speed upgrade here, it would limit the problem. Like it would make the pressure used less. But like right now, see, it can't put them in because it needs to build more pressure. And I'm kind of overusing the pressure at this point. You know what? This is concerning, but let's go for air compressor. I just want this to be able to work. So air compressor. I should not have removed the bookmark. Keep it. I'm going to need 2 more furnace. I'm going to make 2 more of those. And so I'm going to need reinforced brick. 3, 4. This. And I should be able to make 2 now. Perfect. Let's grab some coal. Coal. We're going to come back right here. And you know what? We're going to do this. And this, which means all of these should now be able to work. This. And this. We're going to set this to high signal. This to high signal. Push that in. And just make sure everything's filled. So now we're producing a lot more air. So now we're getting into possible chance of explosions if there's too much pressure. But, well, this needs to only be above 1. And this is kind of looking good. It's 2. Put that back in there. So as these finish, I'm going to put the next one. Let me come over here. The Amazon. Oh, see, because my pressure is too low, now I'm screwing my vortex tube. So I really need to make sure my pressure do not go below a certain level. I think this is still not inserted. Nope, not enough pressure. I don't know how high pressure wise it needs to go. Maybe it's going to be 3, maybe it's going to be 4. Like right now, at least you're seeing it go up kind of quickly. So we're just going to wait a little bit longer. I think at 3 it should insert. And I'm curious, the reason I want to stay here is I don't know if it's going to go boom from 3 to 1 or something like that. I'm just curious to see how low the pressure is going to go. But what this is going to do is, you know what? 22 is not enough. I needed 24. Oh, and wow, it went low, but it's going back up quickly. Perfect. So now I should be able to get my capacitor like this. And you know what? I don't even need to do this because what I really want to do is to go like this. printed circuit board. So now we can make 10 more. But if you remember, I have 12 PCBs. And as you can see, they say now the fun starts. Not quite sure I would qualify this as fun because it's a lot of steps. But it means at least now I'm able to do something. So let me grab this and this. And come in the etching tank and put all 2 of those in. It's not finished. Oh, it's close. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be doing now. I'm going to go into my time lapse. And in my time lapse, I'm just going to be producing more plastic and more of these unassembled, more of these PCB because I want to make this machine, okay? So I'm going to need an assembly platform, an assembly controller, an assembly laser, an assembly unit IO, import, export, and an import. So these are the same and they can be crafted into each other. I'm going to need an assembly drill, okay? So let's look at this quickly. I'm going to need for the assembly drill, 1 printed circuit, 2, 3, because we need to make 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I'm going to need 9, 10, 2 for the flux compressor. So with my 12 printed circuit, I'm going to be okay. That being said, for the assembly platform, I'm going to need 3 plastic sheet. So 3, none, none, none. Perfect. So I need to keep 3 plastic sheet, but not really, because this needs 3 Pneumaticraft cylinder. This is 3, so I'm at 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I need 14 pneumatic cylinder. And these, so I need 7 craft, okay? So 7 craft of pneumatic cylinder means 7 times 6, 6, 6, 36, 36 plus 6, 42. So I'm going to need 42 plastic sheets, and I just have 16. So that's all that I need really for the next level. So basically, like I said, I'm going to go in a time lapse, and I'm just going to be waiting for the LPG to come in, and I'm going to be making plastic from it like this. And I'm going to get all of the cylinder ready and all of the plastic sheet that I need. I'm also going to make the 2 extra transistor and the 2 extra capacitor to transform the printed circuit. And I'm just going to make sure that these are going to be able to complete the process as fast as possible and that they can receive some those. Like, I don't even know if it's worth it me automating. Like, worst case scenario, I'll put 1 and 1. So that's what I'm going to go do. So in my time lapse, I'm going to prepare the material to finish Pneumaticraft and set up this machine. And then craft these 3 compressor. I don't know how good those are, but at this point, I'm going to be done with Pneumaticraft anyway. So I'm probably just going to like let that go and put that all aside. Which means we're going to get into industrial foregoing. So next episode, we finish Pneumaticraft and we start industrial foregoing. And then we're going to get into draconic evolution. And at some point, I might also go and beat some Gaia Guardian again. I'm just kind of concerned that I don't find that this armor is amazing. And I don't have a good weapon. I know what weapon maybe the Pneumaticraft machine gun. Anyway, let's stop right here. I need to go into my time lapse. This episode is too long. Guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.